Yo, it's your boy B Peters 868, full time on FullTime. I'm here with the lovely Simone Hosein.
Hi. Hi,
How are
everyone.
you? Top Guna,
Correct.
Arsenal fan.
Of many decades from boot.
Yes. And I'm also joined
Arsenal fan.
by my boy Adrian Coggins,
Hey, good night.
my brethren for over 10 years, schoolmate, and boy, unfortunately a Chelsea fan.
Just for this year. We'll be back next
And
year.
that's why he playing neutral today.
He's wearing black because he's mourning his side's performance. this
Nah,
year.
that's fine, man. That's fine. Get it.
So guys, I don't want to be too biased, I'm a Manchester United fan, as you can see. Yeah. And let's talk about some title race drama for the Premier League season 2022 to 2023.
Well, let's start it one time.
Let's start it one time. Guys, y'all had any faith in Arsenal?
Heavy disappointment.
Yeah. Y'all had the lead for 248 days.
Winning isn't for everyone. Unfortunately.
I'm going to take a sip of a course right here. So, what happened? Y'all bottled it. No pun intended.
Well, we could be consistent, but typical Arsenal, oh gosh, you didn't know how to break your heart at the end of the season. We really should have grasped a lot when we got kicked out of Europa. The title was ours.
Yeah.
We should have consistently maintained it. My biggest fear was the Man City game, which I knew that we were going to lose. I had no doubt that we were going to lose.
I mean, City is a machine, to be fair. Like, the most they could probably hope for is a draw.
Correct. But
Especially at the Etihad.
correct.
And,
But
they got 3 draws before their battle with City.
Correct.
You understand?
so it was already downhill from there. But to me, if we didn't, that Southampton game that we drew. But I must say, we had a lot of comebacks.
A lot.
We had a lot of comebacks. Jesus leaving at a certain point in time did
Yeah, that hurt
impact
y'all. Yeah.
us succeeding to get more goals. But
Yeah,
the whole team had
But you all had
performed.
Nketiah.
And Ketty, who?
Young English talent.
Talent.
That's who.
Oh, I like how you emphasize on English.
You know?
To me, that's where you all lost the title. I mean, if you all were even in with a chance of winning.
But you see, Nketiah, I like him, but he would be my second.
Yeah.
So he had some chances that he did perform, but we definitely need another up front.
Yeah, you're almost there. Not quite, but almost there. All right. Any closing comments on that, Adrian?
Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't say Arsenal bottled the league. Arsenal were never in it to begin with.
So we never had a chance.
Being first, yeah, y'all were first. But to be fair, ask any Arsenal fan, and I'm not trying to be rude, most of them will say qualifying for Champions League was the goal. And y'all did that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Back to top four.
I don't think many people had confidence in Arsenal when they saw them on top of the table. It's like,
Ouch.
yeah, we know City gonna come back. No, seriously, everybody just knew City was going to come back. You know, Arteta he did well, but to me, honestly, for you all to well and truly have a chance, Arsenal should have signed a proper striker in January. Depending on Nketiah is cool and all, that's when, you know, you all were like 6th, 7th every season. You all could have given him a chance, but Nketiah is not going to win you the title.
Yeah. We need
Scoring, yeah, but you need a striker who you could say, okay, even if Gabi Jesus is fit, he could go on the bench and this other striker could play.
Yes.
Once Jesus is fit, Nketiah is not starting.
Yeah.
And to me, that is what was your biggest
Yeah.
downfall. Since January, you all should have addressed that.
Yeah. But yourself, finish the top 4, Champions League football.
back in the
Making up
running.
numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Very proud of the team, though. Very
Yeah,
proud.
they performed well. They had some amazing, performances. So you can't take that away from them. But they're not for everyone, as Adrian said. All right, let's dip into breakout stars for this season. Who? Anyone worth mentioning?
Matomo from Brighton. Actually, Matomo,
Oh.
Caicedo, and McAllister from Brighton.
Correct.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
yeah, boy.
Well, formerly of Brighton, because I think McAllister is on his way to Liverpool. Caicedo going somewhere. And Matomo probably has, one more year in Brighton before
Brighton
somebody
have
took
kind of
take
like
him.
a garden of players because
Yeah.
as soon as these guys leave, I'm watching Enciso.
Yeah, their
Imogen.
scouting is amazing because
Amazing,
who would think to go in the second division in Ecuador?
yeah.
In the Ecuadorian league to get two players. I think they're left back Estupian and Caicedo.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got them from the Ecuadorian league. So
Yeah. The
He had a good
yeah,
last
that left
leg.
back is a good player.
yeah,
But Steele was good too, huh?
I'm
They have a
waiting
good
to see
keeper.
next year though. I have PTSD from Cucurella. Sorry.
I think your side based on this here because other than that.
No, but he was player of the season, and then I don't really know. I mean, off field drama and stuff. I heard they broke into his apartment when his family was home and that kind of stuff. But
Oh.
yeah, to me, he should have just taken time away from the team instead of continuously playing. Yeah, ended up in a rut.
Simone, any players that would mention and breakout stars for the season that surprise you?
Well, who was boy? I would say, for me, Iska.
Oh, Isaac.
Isaac, sorry.
Yeah, Isaac.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alexander Isaac. Yeah,
Oh,
like a season.
Alexander Isaac from Newcastle.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call. I mean, yeah, in a sense, because obviously, the transition from La Liga
Correct.
to
Yeah.
the Premier League, and he's pretty skillful for a big guy.
Well, we had a mention, if you talk about breakout star, the first season scoring 38 goals in the Premier League. Haaland.
Yeah.
That is reaching and exceeding all
I think
expectations.
he
Correct.
equal Thierry Henry's
Yeah.
total contribution of 44 goal involvements for the season.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he passed Andy Cole's record, Alan Shearer's record
Record.
as most goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sky's limit for him.
Well, too bad he couldn't score or assist another one to have 45 because Henry's, joint.
Yeah,
Holders
joint
of the record.
Yeah.
total goal
Yeah, because
contributions.
it was Henry was 44, I think Drogba was 42. Can't really remember anybody else after that.
Yeah. Anybody else? I know you mentioned to me in early conversation, Julian Alvarez. I can't sleep on Julian
Oh,
Alvarez
yeah.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Alvarez is good. Actually, I have one from a very, very, very poor Chelsea side. Lewis Hall actually impressed me. Right. He looked very composed, calm with the ball. He's a midfielder and he actually was playing left back. Right. I would actually advocate for Chelsea to put him as the secondary left back behind Ben Chilwell and probably loan out Cucurella.
Yeah, I actually forgot about Cucurella to be
Yeah.
honest because
Lewis Hall actually looks like a left-footed Reece James.
wow.
Yeah. So I'd prefer him in my team.
Yeah, you'll have some adjustments to make to that side, but yeah.
Fire sale, man.
You know who really impressed me this season? This guy from Newcastle, Miguel Almiron.
Yeah.
Because
He stepped
I
up.
think after Jack Grealish laughed at him a bit, saying, who is Almiron? Drunk after a Premier League
Yeah, I
celebration.
remember that.
Almiron was he watched that video every day before he went to train because
I remember that.
and Almiron and going to the next topic, goals of the season. Top goals of the season. Almiron definitely had one of those for sure.
Correct.
I remember the drop shoulder. Like that drop shoulder, the defenders had no chance with him.
Newcastle, as a matter of fact, had a few top goals
Top
this season.
goals, yes.
As you mentioned, Isaac,
Yeah.
where he ran down. He didn't score, but the build up towards the goal, I think Jacob Murphy ended up tapping it in, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
That build up was, again, you would never expect someone who carries that type of profile. I think he's like 6'3" or 6'4". You would think he's a target man, but he's not. He's actually very skillful and plays on the ground like Zlatan.
Yeah, and he's an amazing winger. And you realize coming out to the latter part of the season, he was starting Isaac with Wilson at the top.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
because
again,
Isaac likes to
good
come off of the
results.
left.
Yeah.
You know, he likes that kind of free roll in front.
I want to mention my boy Ivan Tony. He banned for 8 games because, he like to gamble a bit.
You'll be back, man.
Yeah, he'll
Eight
be back.
months, I think.
But that goal at home versus Leeds, that free kick was exceptional. The keeper didn't even move. Keeper was totally frozen, like a cool Coors Light, frozen. And it just hit the back of the nuts. And he just looked back. He just looked back like, oh, it's gone? Okay. Eddie goes, you want to mention?
Oh gosh.
I have one.
I watched,
to
oh
hit
gosh.
you with,
Oh gosh, no. You see the one with Douglas Luiz against us?
Yeah.
Arsenal. That corner. Gosh. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't mind taking that goal.
Yeah.
I didn't mind taking that goal. It had a next goal. Well, Partey had scored rel bullets when he got time to play on the field. So I wouldn't change anything about Partey.
Yeah. Arsenal had some really good top performances. I must admit, I was slightly 10, no bias, but that goal Marcus Rashford scored against y'all,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites, easily.
Ramsdale couldn't do anything about that.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful strike. I love the technique that he used, where it went a little to the left, a little to the right. That is a very hard skill. From outside the box, Thomas Partey, Partey done. Beautiful strike.
Sterling had a good goal this year,
Huh?
That to big up Chelsea a little bit.
Oh, well, yeah, I can't remember it 'cause I don't think Chelsea scored much goals this season. How much goals Chelsea scored this season, right?
I think we probably scored
But Sterling had a good goal.
38 goals. I
38
think
goals.
38 goals, yeah.
I can't
Pressure.
remember who they played.
Something like that. Probably 40 if so much.
Still, scored
In
a
the
good
league.
goal.
Yeah, it had a beauty that
yeah,
it went
Sterling
over and it
did.
dipped right in
I
the
can't remember
top.
which game was that, but he scored a one-timer.
Yeah.
That was the one time that they looked good.
Yeah, but again, Chelsea in transition, so
Yeah.
it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. It had too many things that needed to change with Chelsea. So you just pull the band-aid, do everything in one. You know, thankfully, I guess you could say we didn't get relegated, but a lot needed to be done, a lot needed to change, and they're in the process of doing that. Because I think from 2003 till now, let's say within the last 20 years, that Chelsea squad only got a rebuild twice. With Mourinho the first time, and with
Yeah.
Mourinho the second time. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So they needed a proper rebuild.
I think Bully just gave me that, a rich kid, no fundamentals of spending, no guidance on how to manage a team, or I don't know. Like
You see, what it is
what was the
actually
problem?
culture shock, because the dynamics of sport in America is different to the dynamics of sports in the UK. Like so we're in the middle of the NBA playoffs right now, right? When it's basketball season, you would see reporters go into the locker room after a game, talk to the players, that kind of stuff. That's not the case in football in Europe, you understand? So it had a lot of it was a teething process, a learning process. Bully is like an OJT. He's learning on the job. So hopefully now he understands to take a step back, calmity, relax a
I
bit.
like that you mentioned the relegation battle, because this season it was a little interesting. Coming out to the last 10 games before the season ended, 12 to 20, it was very tight.
Yeah, very close.
And these sides like Nottingham Forest and Brentford got some crucial wins.
Correct.
But sadly, Southampton is gone. And I'm waiting for that fire sale, because Southampton has some really
They
good players.
have a couple players.
You see James? He
Ward-Prowse.
Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
He was forever on my team despite they were failing, He on my FPL team.
Yeah, Ward-Prowse.
Yeah.
Now, Ward-Prowse is a magician when it comes to set pieces
Correct.
and free kicks. No doubt about that. Everton got away by a little bit.
Oof, yeah, boy.
Real close.
Leicester went down, though,
Yeah, boy.
unfortunately.
It's crazy, yeah?
Yeah, imagine Leicester got promoted, won the league, won the FA Cup, and got relegated. before Arsenal
That
or
is life.
Spurs win.
That is life.
I think James just getting too old. Vardy getting too old.
Yeah,
right
Jimmy
now.
Vardy, he's just running out of steam.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guys, the other supporting. I expect him more from Madison though, you know. But he had an injury and that set him back a bit.
Yeah, but I think it has more to do with the striker. You know, they have been so dependent on Vardy for so long. You know,
Correct.
like she mentioned he's getting old. They've been so dependent on him for so long that they don't know how to play without him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Iheanacho has been there for how long and he hasn't really done much.
He was actually good in COVID.
Yeah.
Time. That was when he actually
Yeah,
performed.
and then he just fell off as outside open
I
back.
know FPL fans benefited a lot from him because he went
Correct
through
me.
Yeah, that
alert
purple
streak.
patch, yeah, he was real scoring. He was
Yeah.
real scoring.
And
Then they bought this guy, I think Patson Datka or something like
Yeah,
that.
he
This
is
is his name.
a brilliant player, no, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they would get enough time. I don't know.
No,
the
it's
coach.
playing time because Vardy is playing, but he's not scoring.
Scoring.
Yeah.
And you're still playing him. English.
And let's be real, you don't have to play that good, but you have to just get some wins
Win.
and score goals.
Yeah.
I feel I would save Forest, that would save Everton at the end. When Calvert-Lewin came back into the squad looked like it had some kind of shape, you know.
Yeah, because they are accustomed playing with that focal point.
And that crazy win against Brighton when they scored 5. Like, right, he'll have that in him, you know.
Yeah.
I was like
I
surprised.
think that's the same issue Leeds had because Leeds again they so accustomed playing with Patrick Bamford that he was in and out of the team with injury
Correct.
and they didn't really know how to function or how to
Yeah,
cope.
you need, in the Premier League, you need a striker who could score goals. Plain talk. And that what Owney provided for Nottingham Forest. Leeds really missed Bamford. West Ham was lucky, you know. West Ham could have been a lot lower.
Correct.
You know, but some pivotal goals, they got a good win against us. Ben Rama. It just a little one-off goals here and there. But the relegation battle was it was steamy.
West Ham have a good team, you know. I think they just need to change their defense.
Yeah.
Meaning
I need to
Fabianski
find where
needs to go.
Jared Bowen is because he was just missing for this season.
Yeah.
I think what happened with West Ham, I could be wrong. I think they overachieved last season. So a lot of people were looking at them to do something this season, but they kind of reverting back to their normal selves.
And let's be real, I don't know if it's a bad luck with Italians in the Premier League, but Scamacca
Scamacca,
is
yeah.
a flop. It's an absolute flop. You bring a big profile striker expecting at least 10 goals or something, and Antonio
I think
didn't
he had
have
like
his best
3.
season.
I think he had like 3 goals for the season.
Yeah, who's Scamacca?
Yeah.
3 goals, what's that?
Yeah.
Alright guys, to close, what are your expectations? A little early, you know, the transfer window is opening in about 2 weeks. Pre-season is after. But what are your expectations for the upcoming season in terms of who will win? You think City will get again? You think City will, is an easy win in?
Well, City have to study about the potential fines coming up right now.
Yeah.
Pep and his offshore account.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, honestly, it's too early to decide a winner for next season because this season, it really was a 2-horse race because the other teams you would think to be competitive, they had their own stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know, Man, you had a new coach, it had the old Cristiano drama. Tottenham had Conte thinking he was getting back, didn't get back. Chelsea was going through a transition. Newcastle
Yeah, we had
building a
mentioned
proper
Newcastle.
team. So, you know, I think the teams that you would have expected to challenge this season, they had things going on,
Yeah.
with the exception of Arsenal. So I think next season, we can't like write it off from all now and say City going to win. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But I
yeah.
think those will be the 6 teams challenging. City, Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, 7, Chelsea and Newcastle
Yeah.
will be challenging the top 7.
Yeah.
Correct.
Any dark horses? Anyone that you think?
No, well, whole season Newcastle was my dark horse.
Yeah.
But could we refer to them as a dark horse for next season?
to probably win the title?
They could probably win the title.
No, I wouldn't go so far to say win the title. I think they could probably challenge for the title within 2 seasons because they are building a team, like legitimately taking their time and building a team.
Yeah, and
No
what I like
outrageous signings, that kind of stuff. They're building a
what I
team.
like, they're not overspending. They're just making smart buys and
Yeah.
Correct.
acquisitions, you know. And I could see a couple of players going there if they want. They could pull out Ward Prowse, so just add a little
Yeah,
depth
they
to the
want
midfield.
Gallagher. Please take him.
They want Gallagher. I
Well-
think Gallagher will do well there.
He'll do anywhere that loves running around. So
Well, it is amazing how Chelsea brought in all these persons.
All these
Gallagher.
bodies.
no, Gallagher's from the academy.
Chelsea just give me a real summer camp vibe, you know. You just have a set of children and you just
You see,
trying to
the
figure out.
issue is that the academy produces so many people, and because most of the players are English, you're playing in England, you're playing in capital. You know, everyone expects these players to make the first 11, but it doesn't work like that. So you end up with these long loans or 2 loans, 3 loans, because it's like a conveyor belt. Keep producing players, and they don't know what to do with them. So
But guys,
please
you
take
know,
him.
I know, take a little drink with me. We're closing off. This is Full Time on Full Time. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, tune in for the next episode.